The known universe, according to some folks, is 93 billion light years across. I saw a video that said that in reality, that if a light bulb was 93 billion years across, the actual universe would be the size of Jupiter. That's a pretty big discrepancy. Where's the scientific evidence of where we might actually be?
Okay, the scientific evidence for the size of the universe is all over the page. The evolutionists have major problems having to do with the ability of light. David Bassett could explain this in great detail. Light to travel across the universe in the 13.6 billion supposed years of universal history, but that itself is only an assumption. Light, the speed of light has diminished. There's evidence that light in the past was almost infinite and then began to decline at an exponentially damped sinusoidal curve. That being the case, the interpretation of the signals from outer space would have to be adjusted with the speed of light itself. Light traveling 186,282.044866 miles per second. It would have to be tremendously adjusted to the point where Barry Setterfield had published excellent data indicating that the speed of light at the beginning was essentially infinite, that couldn't be described in human terms, in scientific terms. Thus, if the speed of light was infinite, there is no way to scientifically measure the size of the universe. So that's what you were asking. It's all over the place depending on the assumptions with which you enter the scene. And there is the fact, some astronomers have admitted in print, and then they had to later say, well, let's talk about other things. But they published this in the technical literature and admitted that the sun is shrinking. We can measure that. It is shrinking so much per day that we can measure it per day, not simply per year. Right, David Bassett? 5 feet per hour. The sun is shrinking 5 feet per hour because it is giving off tremendous volumes of energy and mass in order to benefit us and the rest of the universe in this area. So it depends on your preconceived ideas. If the sun is giving off 5 feet per hour, and it is, that's the scientific measurement data, then that means that less than 1 million years ago, the size of the sun would be touching planet Earth 1 million years ago. Well, that's impossible with the physics. So the whole point is, all of this is recent. There's more evidence that the entire universe is recent. And I won't get into the fact of that, to all of those details. First of all, a little weary from flight. Secondly, that's not the question you asked. So how big is the universe? It is finite. We know that. It has boundaries because it's created. We know who the creator was and is. The universe is finite, but the bigger telescopes we invent, the more we see the universe being larger than we thought it was previously. How old is it? It's a few thousand years old. That's all. That's what the scripture says. And the data, there's a tremendous body of data supporting the recency of the entire universe. Appreciate the question. That's an abbreviated answer.